What's up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? I had to come live. I was gonna do an upload, but I had a lot of stuff going on. My grandbaby was here, so I had to, come on live to do the recap because I was busy. Anywho, moving on. What did y'all think of the episode? We're gonna get into it. If you are just getting here, please scroll up to the top. This is tonight's poll. Do you think Marquis should call CPS on Terry and LaWanda? Cast your vote. And by the end of the show, I'll give y'all the results. You know it's good. Anywho, this episode was all right. It was a lot of dialogue this episode. Once again, Terry pissed me off this episode because with the things he did. We're gonna be talking about the whole dinner scene, y'all. And Nicole had enough. She had it up to here with her family. And she told the truth. And back then they used to have a lot of double standards back then. I grew up in that era. So, your brothers could do one thing, but you, as the female of the house, everybody had you under lock and key. I had older brother, so I know. So yeah, that's true. True that. Let me see who's here in the chat tonight. Let me turn my stuff down. Hey, Renee Beckham. Hey, TMB, Cream BL, Jeremiah. What up? Hey, One Journey. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Candy Love. What's up, Queen? And Rashandria, she's here. So like I said, this episode was crazy. We're going to get into it. Let me get my little stuff together because I had a whole lot to get out with this nonsense. But anywho, you know what? I'm going to start with this. It seemed like it's a lot of guilt going on in this episode. And all of this I see, even though Southwest T, he knows this, he's the reason for they being behind bars. But I think this, to me, a lot of stuff reads guilt to me, like, or I'm sorry, or I know I messed up when they show some of these things in the beginning. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I saw. Like the last episode, he said, my sanctuary is my nightmare. Man, you created your nightmare with your mouth. Word up. I'm just saying. Look, if you have not hit the like button, hit that like button, hit the share, put me up in the algorithm, y'all. Holla at your girl so we, can get some people in here and get it popping, okay? All right. And that's why the episode is called That's Why Meech is the Boss. That's why Meech is a boss. That's what I called it. That was my little thing with it. But it's called Return of the Prodigal Son, right? So Meech works out the details with Loco for the shipment, but the shipment is coming through to Detroit. So he figured, I got my brother out there. He could go get all of this and I could still, stay in the A. Loco like, nah, I don't even want to mess with him. I don't like him. I knew he ain't like him from the get-go, y'all. He didn't like him from the get-go because he know his history. And not only that, he was talking reckless with their first encounter. So that made things even worse with that. And I believe do y'all remember when Meech made the deal with Cena the first time? Loco was there. He was one of the guys in the background, and so was Javier. So these is his guys now. For some reason, they, wasn't mentioned in this because maybe they didn't know K9. Because, K9 was real rude to Cena anyway, so he didn't care. But moving on. They worried about if this pilot is the feds, because the language, there's, like I said, there's always a language barrier with these two, and we're gonna see that later. But Meech is right now, he basically spoke with the pilot. The pilot is getting the money after instead of up front, which is a good sign because they know that that's not, the feds, all right? Because the feds, they want to exchange stuff at the same time and stuff like that. So Angel is at Meech house. Dude is coming home with flowers. Do you think this is his third baby mother? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, because he seemed like he has grown to have a liking to her, and I believe this might be. Let me find out. This is little Meech's mom. What y'all think? I don't know. I'm not I'm from New York. I don't know all of this. If I was from the D, I probably would know all of this, y'all, because that's how I am. Hey Tamika, hey Inga, what's up? So she's gonna stay at that apartment. Do y'all think she's okay, like Meech said, or do you think that there is a possibility that Greenie will come back here and hurt this woman? Okay, and Inga said, no, it's not. All right, so that's not the baby mother. I was just asking. I was just curious. Yes, I have been saying that's little Meech mom. See, hey, Sally. Yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking it's little Meech mom for some reason. And I feel like Big Meech had a bond with her because of what happened with his mom being in foster care. And I think that's where I think they're gonna link up and they might be together for a while. Let me look at the chat. Let me look at the chat. Antoine Herring. Hey, I think the plug loco was testing Meech. Ain't no such thing as those type of mistakes in that business. I believe he was, and Meech came through like he said he was. You know how somebody put you to the test and see if you can make moves like this on the fly? Meech is like it. He's, he can adjust and make things happen. And that's just what he did. That's just what he did. Yeah. Little Meech mom was a dancer. So yeah, I think this is her. I think you're right, Sally. What up, 313? Better May. She know too. She's like, she's like the encyclopedia of BMF, I think. This is 3M3 Better May. How you doing, girl? Anywho. So she's gonna stay in his crib while he go back to Atlanta. I don't blame him. I trust her there. She don't even want to be with Greenie. I would trust her there. Now, I ain't know. So let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think it was a little time jump? Because she's like showing now. I wanted to ask that because she wasn't big like that in the last episode. She was like showing a little bit, but not like this. She looked like she almost, like 6 months, like a couple more months, and she ready to pop. Anywho, yes, Nicole was the MVP. Yes, she was, y'all. She was. So, Brian goes to see Jen to see if she's okay. And oh no, I didn't even finish that. Yeah, so they basically worried about the CPS thing. I put up in the chat, do you think that Marquisha set up this whole CPS thing to look like the hero? I think she did. I agree with Meech. I think this was this broad. I really do, y'all. So, I think she did. It is. Is it me or did Terry show some kind of like hating? It seemed not hating. He's very jealous of his brother. He's jealous of his brother because he sees, it's good to be the king. You know what I mean? So I do believe there's a lot of sibling rivalry there. For like he feels like he has to top his brother. And we see Roland. He's here. He's back. And also, hey, Ian. Okay. Let me look at this. To my knowledge, in real life, he only had one child, but on the show, they gave him multiple children and by multiple baby mothers. Really? I thought he had a daughter too. I didn't know. All right. Hey, LSW. Okay, the writing team pulled the page out of Diana. Yes. Can I ask y'all a question and put a hammer up if y'all feel this way? Do y'all feel that this show now is contrasting too much with Power Book 2? Put it in the chat. I'm gonna say a combination of Power Book 2 and Raising Canaan. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Put the hammer up if you think like they doing a little too much contrast with that. All right. Yeah. They doing that was too soon because I guess they saw all of the drama, but I like hers. Nicole was a little bit more settled, but we're going to get to that later because I need to take more time out with that because I want to ask y'all another question with that. So, yeah, I want to take more time with that before I go into that. I don't want to put my track shoes on yet and run all the way to the end. Okay, so, we talked about the bags of cocoa that she got from Saints. I thought she saved her own self with that. Because you see how he was trying to throw her under the bus with that? To me, he's getting what he deserved because he been doing dirty stuff. So she took a page out of his playbook and, one up on him. I like what she did. Jen looked out for herself. He was going to say, look, I saw I made sure you was all right. And she gonna write everything in the report. Do y'all think she gonna include Detective Bryant in this report that she got, saying that saying that he will? Do you think she gonna tell on him like that he was at the pow with the whole when everything went awry? I don't know. I don't think she's gonna say anything. I think she covered herself. And she's going to write something in the report, but she's not going to include him because remember, Kobe never saw him because she ran off after she ran off after I can't think of this dude's name. If y'all know the name, she ran off after him. But to me, remember when she said this in the beginning? My spidey senses is tingling, y'all. Do y'all think that's her man? Because even though she said he ran off and he's holding it down and he's going to the Bing, do you think she just let him off with that? And basically he's probably getting like a gun charge because he didn't actually pow at them. He ran off. So I don't know. I just wanted to know what y'all was thinking about that. I like the fact that Meech came back to see Zoe, and I do believe he's going to put her through school. Do you think she will be a lawyer to help him out with his case, y'all? That was the first thing I thought about. Meech is so generous where I believe the people that he's given to will give back. Let me see what Anton's saying. Okay, so Detective Jen replaced the cocoa in the evidence room. Smart. Yeah, because remember they had the synthetic stuff there. Explain what happened to the other 2 keys. Last season they seized 5, but they only turned in 3. So then they have 2 more. If she bought those 2 keys back, she replaced them. Remember he swapped them out with the synthetic. So now they good money. It's not going to come back and bite them unless that other dude, the other detective that wears the suits that's with Drano and stuff, unless he gets involved. But I don't see him getting involved anyway. He's like on the case now. We're trying to get them, and we haven't seen them lately. So yeah, and they're going with Detective Jen and Kobe are going where Drano can't go, where it's out of their jurisdiction. That's why they was going after the PA boys. I thought it was a smart move with that, though. I did. So this is when I really put everything together. You got him in this gambling spot. You link up with this politician, and the politician basically was helping your husband. Now, can y'all put this together that she called CPS? Because this is where I know she did it now. That's when I was saying it. I don't know, was y'all saying it then too? Because that's when I was saying it. I know she did it. this was weird to me because she's talking about if it wasn't for the house rules, she would have, took him out right here. No, you wouldn't have. But she's gonna talk tough because she's in a business with a whole bunch of men. So she already has to act tougher than what she really is. Thank you, boo. Meech sold his story to, and he was able to level up and remain relevant. Still a true crime. Yeah. Demetrius family has one child. Demetrius family, so it's just little Meech. So they made extra children. You sure about that, Inga? You went and looked it up? She got the year and everything. One journey. Just enjoy. Okay, wait. All right, we don't want to argue. I'm not even gonna read it. We're gonna move on. I want everybody to get along. So what did y'all think of this? Get out of my face and get on mine. She really thinks she gonna hook up with Marquisha. She ain't trying to get down like that. She think everybody's gonna be wooed by her. She bugging out. Look. It's starting. Look, Charles is pumping up his body. Lucille getting all hot. Charles making her plate. Lucille getting all hot. What's up, Suburbia? He trying to reel his woman back in, y'all. Y'all see this? So, y'all don't think things got lost in the translation? Y'all think this was a test for Meech to see what he could do? Put a ham up in the chat if you think that Loco was testing Meech to see how could he deliver or if he could work good under pressure. Put it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. The pilot was funny when he was moving his stuff. So now we know that she's providing protection for him. He's going to try to find out where this shipment is coming from. So he's going to do some surveillance, Detective Bryant. And he's going to report back to her. She wants to steal the shipment and take out Meech and Terry if she can. And put them on the dartboard. Whatever. Jen and Kobe. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this question. Do y'all think that Kobe is with the PA boy? Because she came out of nowhere, y'all. Okay, you do think it's a test on Journey. I think it's a test, too, and I think he passed it with flying colors. Even if he did cut the profit, he moved the weight. And that's what they wanted to see if he could do. So, yeah, I do think it was a test, and I believe Meech passed it with flying colors. Now, I can't remember this guy's name. So this is when they tell him it's a sale. CPS comes. And they got to act like Terry did this smart by bringing in people that looked like they was really eating here. But I do believe his friends was being extra, but I liked it though. Because it looked like he has a busy restaurant. And still, she still was rude to him, like night. But it's true. A lot of restaurants do fail in their first year. Look, what they was playing? Atari, ColecoVision. Let me find out. They was playing something on there. They was playing Atari or something, and he said, "I'll teach you how to handle your joystick." What joystick what's joystick Breeze talking about? Okay, that's why Lucille was like, you know what, you need to go home, but she did. She all smitten with him, but look, we'll like, I'm not gonna put on my track shoes, but we'll get to it later. I mean, I would be like that too, but it wasn't. They was down in the living room playing games, but I couldn't have company like this when I was a kid in my house. Heck no, my father would have skinned me alive. Anywho, I call it double standards. Because, you know, the boys, she let Terry bring LaWanda there. She was staying there. Markeisha stayed there. It is double standards. And that's how it was. I don't know if anybody has an older brother and stuff like that, it was double standards in my home. My brother could do certain stuff, but I couldn't get away with stuff like that. Al, thank you for the super chat. Yo, so the double standards with that was kind of crazy. I like the way this went down. With even though he got the extra, even though he had to move the bricks himself, Meech is thinking on his toes. Look, he got this van. This guy gonna take the money. I would, come on, you look, it's quick money, bring it back. If he got caught, all he had to do was say, look, I had no idea this was going on. So yeah, how many people y'all would have probably did it? I don't know. I'm probably just saying that because it's a TV show. But anywho, I thought this was cool the way he thought on his feet, though. I really did. If you have not scrolled to the top, do you think, oh, look, I spelled it wrong right and fast, but I'll fix it. Do you think Markeisha called the cops on Terry and LaWanda? The CPS one? I think she did, y'all. This was all orchestrated. She's very manipulative, and she's older, so she could run circles around Terry because he wet behind the ears and he opened off of her because, she throwing it in a circle and all of that. It's about time Charles don't fix these walls. It took for Dr. Maurice Montclair to do all of this. If it wasn't for Maurice Montclair, do you think Chuck would have gave her about the walls? He fixing them walls now. You was busy fixing Mabel's cabinets and all of that stuff. It may be a double standard, but unfortunately, you cannot let girls do whatever they want. Exactly, because girls come back with babies, Inga. Even though he couldn't have foreseen it, Terry kind of played himself open in the restaurant. The CPS worker could have made the same claims about the record store. I agree. Oh, okay. 15 years too late on them walls, Charles. Word. What's up, Monique? Charles will fix Lucille's walls too. What's up, DeMarcus? Well, Charles is trying to repent for what he did wrong, but Lucille's not acting up. I think she want to do some tit for tat ish, and when that happens, nothing goes right. I think she's gonna be really disappointed about Maurice Montclair. What about y'all? That's how I feel about it. I think that's gonna be a big disappointment to her. They moving this money. Did y'all see all this money they was counting? Y'all saw the bricks too, so even though he didn't make a profit, he moved the weight so that way it'll keep coming consistent. He's gonna be his guy. And now once they set up that whole pipeline with the highway he talking about, it's gonna be easy sailing from here. What y'all think? Yeah, he didn't make a profit, but he has a solid connect, and that's what matters the most because he moved it that fast, and that's why he wanted him. He says it in the beginning when they're making the deal, like this is why I like them because they work fast. So yeah, Dr. Maurice Montclair is gonna hit it and quit it. She going to see a different side of him. Yeah, I do believe he gonna hit it and quit it. And she thinking they gonna rekindle this whole thing and be in love, and she gonna go off and get married to a doctor. She feel like she, lucked out with Charles, and he didn't become a successful R&B star. And I think she's gonna try to get her second win with Dr. Maurice Montclair. That's my thoughts. He was in another woman's arms last season. Exactly. He was in another woman's arms, and he was fixing the walls and cabinets and all that stuff in her place. And not paying. She was paying him, but he didn't. He was gonna give her back that money. Anywho, y'all, I was laughing when she called him bald-headed. She called him a bald-headed bastard. So they didn't hear from Detective. Well, he's not a detective no more, so we just gonna call him Brian. They didn't hear from Brian. He got arrested. Do y'all think he gonna be in the same cell with his son, y'all? Let me know what y'all think. Put a hammer if y'all think that. Anywho, they found out where the ambulance was too, and they're gonna be after this guy. So does that mean they're gonna be on Henrietta's tail now? Because this all leads back to her. It don't lead back to Meech. Do y'all think that her father is going to get involved? Because now he's a cop. So he's going to clean this up. Or it's just something about, I don't trust Kobe now. I think Kobe dirty too. What y'all think? Something about her. It's something about her. It's something about her I don't trust. Now, I feel like she wanted a reason to go back to see him. And she used Nicole as a reason. You could have went anywhere else to get this stuff. You had to go to see Dr. Maurice Montclair. I think she was just looking for an excuse to go see him. Before we get there, what did y'all think about this?
I made copies. This gets into the wrong hands. Say like your opponents. I don't think your political career could take such a hit. And don't even think I'm bluffing. I made copies.
So what y'all think of that? That's why once she did that, I'm like, I know she has something. I know this was all a setup now. This was all a setup to make her look like a hero. And she thought she was gonna get D down at the end. She thought she was gonna get some D. And it backfired on her. It totally backfired on her. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. And we're gonna get to this whole thing with the double standards, as well as Nicole basically airing everybody out, y'all. She aired everybody out. She was not playing. She aired everybody out. And I was here for it. Which one y'all like better, though? Did y'all like Diana's air out? Or did you like hers? I liked hers because she made dinner and everything. And she just told the truth. She told the truth. She told the truth because everybody is putting their bad habits on her. Like she gonna do something bad too. And she called them out on it. I mean, yeah, your mother gonna send you up to your room. I thought she was the MVP in this, y'all. Me too.
Meech and Terry have been having babies since before they could legally drink. Meech has 2 babies by 2 different women, and Terry has been messing around with some old Jezebel while Wanda was pregnant.
Hey, listen, we're being hard on you because we're trying to.
You know what? How Terry gonna do like this? Like, everybody know what you did, man. How you doing? Like, don't talk about this in front of her. She know what you did. Everybody knows. You wasn't trying to hide it because all you did was Marquisha. Nicole was speaking up for herself. Diana was being a brat. Yeah, okay. That's a perfect analogy of a universal soul goddess. Diana was better because she slams. So she was better because she slammed that birth certificate down like it was like she was playing spades, right? Power loves giving us dinner scenes. Both of them would have been in trouble if that happened in my childhood household. That child stay in her place. What up, RC? Nicole was about the truth and Diana was from frustration. You're absolutely right. Terry is a simp. The biggest one. Marquisha is dumpster garbage. She might not be on the show anymore when they sent that little girl upstairs on Family Matters. She never came back down. Let me find out, Big Kev. What up? Do you know who created double standard? Lucille. Charles would have thrown everyone out. So you feel like she created the double standard because she let Meech still stay there because he was selling the cocoa. That's how you always felt. You felt like his father put his foot down. They ain't supposed to be in the house. And you right with that. But she accepted it. They're gone now, though. So, I mean, we don't cross that bridge. I like Terry. He's logistic, but not a planner. I think Terry's. I feel like Terry lets he lets his sibling rivalry get in the way of him because he always feels like he has to one up Meech, and this is the reason why he has so many problems because he always wants to feel like he's smarter than Meech because he finished school. That's how I think. That's how I feel about it. Lucille is to blame for a lot of things. Do tell Inga, because look, if you haven't checked out Inga, she has her furnace report. Y'all need to check that out because I was cracking up yesterday with it. She got a furnace report and she gonna tell you who she mad at and everything. Anywho, Lucille pushed Terry into Marquisha's arms when she told LaWanda to leave town with Terry Jr. to get Terry out of the game. Yeah, she didn't know about all of that, but that's what happens when you mind your children's business. Terry is weak and he's not a true leader. I believe Terry was a big part of the down. I said that last when I was on my when I did my last review of the last episode. I do believe he's the reason for their downfall. A case in point, do you see how Meech handled that phone call when they got the shipment and it was too much? It was more than what they intended. He said it was too many eggs for the recipe, and he carried it on like that. Terry don't talk like that when he be on the phone. That's why he's gonna be he's talking and he's talking too much and he's giving details. He's not even talking in code when he's talking to his people. Watch what happens. You'll see. We're gonna see it all. We're gonna see it all unfold. Yeah. We all agree on that. I like the fact that Meech went up there and talked to Nicole. And Nicole told him, like, if you like, he felt bad about when her look, Brillo played that scene so much. Y'all know what scene I'm talking about when his water get cut off, because that's where the whole phrase came from, where Brillo coined it. And that's his saying, cut the water off. So when the water's cut off, he says he still feels bad about it, about her boyfriend. And she says, well, why don't you stop? He's like, I'm going to live my life how I want. I don't care if your boyfriend died. That's what I heard in it, even though he feel bad about it. What? Wait, hold up. I have a NLE haircut said Terry chatted on the phone a lot. 900 pages? Say word. You know what? I did watch the documentary, but some of the stuff I'm forgetting because, it wasn't like I took notes. That was something I just watched straight through. If I took notes, I would know all of this stuff like you, NL. Okay? Terry can't talk right. Meech speaks in code. The only time he channeled Meech in that restaurant was when the BC. Yes, exactly. That was the best. That's when he was like Meech. But he want to try to be like, he want to try to be so different from Meech, but he wants to top Meech at the same time. But you not doing things right. Track shoes, my bad. It's all right. Breeze would have done the same thing to Lamar. You know what? You wait. Is Breeze a bad guy? Because is Breeze gonna be working with BMF, y'all? Because this is the buzz that I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true, but could be not. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong and I could be right with it. You know what I'm saying? If that is his guy. Like I said, I could be wrong and I could be right. So I like the fact that he came up here and talked to her though. Because it's like they all like ganging up on her, like she's like being promiscuous and stuff. But they did used to say that back in the day about tampons, the older people. But look, now you done went back after dinner to go see Dr. Maurice Montclair. You done went there to see Dr. Maurice Montclair. And you got all hot and heavy. And y'all was just kissing. He backing you up against the wall. But you wasn't ready to go full steam ahead. You cut it. You put the brakes on it and you left. And you came back to the house to see your children. And you brought guilt back along with you. You brought that guilt back along with you because this is nothing but GUILT looking at Charles with the water glistening all over his body. Okay? I like the fact that Roland is stepping away from this. He said, he like, yo, I came too close to it when you saved my life. I got a kid now. I'm going to walk away from this, but I'm still across the street. I'm going to still look out for your peoples. So I believe Meech do need a square. You always need a square when you're in the game. And you know what I mean by a square? Somebody that's not in the game that will help you out with different things. And it don't be illegal. Like I need you to check on my moms and stuff like that. They best friends from childhood. So yeah, I like the way this is going. They not gonna pressure him. Meech is a good guy. This is not what you want to do. It's all right, my guy. He probably got enough money saved where he good to go anyway. Anywho, moving on. What y'all think about this? I told y'all this mother father was a piece of garbage. I knew he was. I knew he was a piece of garbage. And they talking in Haitian, calling him an idiot to his face, and he don't know. He like, yeah, he says he likes the way you drive. No, man, they like everything is falling into place, even though this guy's an idiot. So they know I'm surprised you not. Yeah, he is an L7. But I was just, I was calling him a square. I usually say L7 though. They called him a donkey, yup. Charles asked Lucille where she been. She said she went out for some fresh air. Nah, you went out she went out with some fresh air. She went out to kiss Dr. Maurice Montclair. That's what happened. Not the fresh air. She went out to kiss Maurice Montclair. That's what happened. That was the fresh air. Anywho. Yeah, Stacks is a whole clown. But do y'all think they gonna take out Remy people for him? Because I believe that's what's going on. That's when we see. We're gonna do the trailer breakdown. We'll do the trail. I'm gonna do the comeback for the trailer breakdown probably Monday. But the ladies is gonna be on with me. We might be talking about that because I'm not the host of that. It's on EJ this time, so we might be talking about that, or we might talk about the episode in a whole, or whatever the case may be. This is my little, I had to get things off my chest and tell y'all what I thought about this show, this episode. I thought it was all right though. A lot of dialogue. I like the way Meech handled this whole thing. Meech, to me, that's why I said now we see why Meech is the boss. Did you guys scroll up to the top of the chat and cast your vote? Cast your vote, because I'm going to close that out in about a couple of minutes. I don't got no games or anything. This is a straight up review, no chaser. And I thought it was a good episode. What would y'all give this episode? I felt like it was a build-up episode also. This episode 5 coming up, I think it's gonna be off the chain. I really do. I think it's gonna be off the chain this episode. I think we're gonna see a lot of different things as far as we're gonna see who's who in the business now, who's telling the truth, who's lying, and I believe they are. I hope they take out Stacks this time, and I think Duffy gonna do it. What's y'all thoughts? I think Duffy is gonna be his hitter. Do y'all think that okay, I know Inga spoke about it earlier. You said a 7.5. I want to say a 7 also, but I'm gonna give it an even 8 just because the way Nicole blew up the spot and told everybody what she thought. Stop putting everybody's bad habits on me. I think Lucia's going to be back and forth between Charles and the doctor. Let me find out. Well, look, once she saw how the water was glistening all over, this was the weight thing did it first because she had to fan herself when she was walking out that room. She was like, whoo, okay? And then that second time when she came upstairs and seen him, like that, and then he did his back against that thing. Yo, hey Shell, hey Samara. Yeah, Stacks got to get up out of here, y'all. I think Glock and Glock right here, man, will take out Stacks. Well, do you think they're gonna do it after they take out Remy? Because I believe that's them going after Remy's people. And then they're going to take him out. And then they're going to go after Meech. Or attempt to. She may try, but I think Shell will allow it. Charles will allow it. You see, he's like, yeah, good night. Yeah, I feel like he is. Like, get yours. So, and then maybe we could get back on track again. If Lucille don't want to see all that energy from the woman who have jumped on me about Charles, I want to see them jump hard on Lucille. Exactly. Yo, listen, y'all. Put a hammer up if you think that Lucille and the good doctor gonna sleep together. And she gonna be back and forth between Charles. Put the double hammer up, the cross one. If y'all think she gonna be going back and forth, because that's one for Charles and one for Dr. Maurice Montclair. We got 79 people in the building. Hit the like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. All right, Stacks is actually in the right because Meech promised the people responsible for the. Okay, but he already told him, Big Kev, the only reason why I'm still keeping you on is because of Ty Washington and his kids. I want to make sure they get fed. And that's the only reason why he following through. That's the only reason why he keeping his word with Meech. I mean, that's the only reason why Meech is keeping his word with Stacks. That's what I believe. Okay. Yes. She said back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Shell said back and forth. 313 said back and forth. What you say, DeMarcus? Are you saying back and forth? Miss T said back and forth. Typically, when a woman cheats, she done with her man. I do think she's done. Because it's like remember at the beginning, Sally, you right. She did say, every time I see you, I think about you being inside Mabel. So yeah, she's still kind of like burnt by that. She's PO'd by it. Bree says, thanks for having me being a smart ass. I thought he was being a smart ass saying he was going to teach her how to play with the joystick. Okay? Yeah, back and forth like Aaliyah. All right, almost close out the poll. Let me poll y'all. All right, if you have not voted, please scroll up to the top and cast your vote. If you are watching me on the TV, y'all know y'all can hit the like button, right? All y'all gotta do is just use your remote and toggle it over there and hit that like button. Hit the like button, y'all. It don't hurt. It's free. Okay? Anywho. So, kissing not dissing, and Lucille cheated on Charles with Dr. Shay, especially when Lucille don't tell Charles that she kissed Dr. Maury. So you think you consider her cheating already because she kissed him? Okay. Two wrongs don't make a right. Do y'all think she's doing it because he did it, or do you think she's doing it because this was her? You know how somebody feel like that's the one that got away? I believe she feels like that's the one that got away, and I want to see what will happen with this. But we are not the same people since high school. She's gonna find that out, I think. It is cheating. So look, it is cheating. That's why I said two wrongs don't make a right. Just because he did it don't mean you got to do it. Get a divorce first, then she could do whatever the hell she wants. I agree. Close one door before you open the next. This is how people be divorced for years, and then they be messing around and they be living their own separate lives, but they still be married. But that's none of my business, though. Anywho, shaking my head. Who goes to see a doctor with the freakum dress on? Word! She did come in like, come on, she changed her clothes from dinner, y'all. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that? I'm going to show you.
Meech and Terry have been having babies since before they could legally drink. Meech has 2 babies.
My bad, I was wrong. How is that one they got? How is that the one got away when Dr. Reed? Yeah, but she still, even though she feels like that, you know how I'm going to say, he feels like she's the one that got away because she left him for Charles. But she feels like she made the wrong choice. So she feels like he's the one that got away like that. You know how somebody feel like they make the wrong choice? This dude became a doctor. Her husband is working at a factory. She working at Wendy's. He working at the church and all this other stuff. They done lost the car business. Remember, they had to sell the car business. So he's back to just working 2 jobs. I know people personally that's doing that right now, but I'm gonna put, yeah, I agree. It is people doing that. I know that. I say get a divorce. Look, I married my ex-husband twice, so you can't even ask me for advice, okay? I just love hard. Anywho, moving on. So, y'all want to make some predictions? Do y'all think that I do feel like Henrietta is gonna be responsible for Kevin not making it because she gonna pull her protection. Because now we know that she's protecting him in the jail or whatever. So I think if she pulls her protection, something might happen to that boy. And now you see why he's so mad at Meech. Once he got arrested, that fire is building and building and building and building inside Bryant, because now you done got him arrested, a lawman. You got him picked up. He can't even use his police credentials to get himself out, because you know why? He's suspended. He's not even supposed to be carrying a hammer. But he probably have he's licensed to carry, so that's something he could get around. But as far as following Meech, do y'all think he's gonna use that surveillance and give it to Jen so she could jam up Meech? Because I thought about that when I saw it. I do believe, remember he was taking all those pictures of Meech when he was loading up when he was talking to the kid with the van? When Meech was talking to this guy about the van and they made the little arrangements, don't be surprised if we see this kid and he squeezed him for information, even though Meech just met him and this was a one-time thing. He's going to leave the keys there in the van, and that's that. He could act like he unbeknownst to him, he didn't know, but I do believe Bryant will show him those pictures and press this guy, because like I said, like I was going to say, DeMarcus, this one's an L7 too. So he will fold under pressure if Bryant questions him. What y'all think? I could see a huge confrontation between Henrietta and Marquisha, because it's clear Henrietta wants her. Do you think do you think them two gonna get together? Because Marquisha probably capable of anything, even though she said, "Get out of my face and get on my face." What y'all thought about that? Hey, Vonnie Love, thank you, DeMarcus. Who needs to go? Henrietta or Marquisha? Both of them need to go. Throw both of them out the window. That's why they shouldn't have shown Bryant in the present, because he definitely should have get his water cut off. I believe that was a big mistake with that flash forward ahead last season, showing Bryant when Terry gets the silver bracelets put on him. I thought it's like we already know he's gonna make it to the end, so it's like we see in the buildup of everything. So it's like one thing on top of the next that Meech and Terry are doing, where he ready to take them out, and Terry cocky, like with that cocky move he did the last episode, showing up to the to the whole juvenile place and waiting outside for him, saying, "How's little man?" That was like you taunting your enemy, man. Where you really gonna make him come after you, and that's where Terry be pissing me off, y'all. But other than that, the actor, he's doing a great job. If somebody could get you pissed off like this every episode, they doing a good job. Remember how we was pissed off with Sax and Power when we wanted him to go? I don't want him to go, but I just want him to straighten up and fly right, and stop trying to top your brother. And Brian said he was a cop, but he's suspended. He ain't have his badge with him. That's what I'm saying. He might get reprimanded for that. Okay? The writers didn't think all the way through with the flash forward. I agree. I want to see how it plays out, because I feel like they gave us too much, because I would still want to know if they're going to try to take him out. That's my thoughts. Brian needs his water cut down. He ain't gonna have it cut off, but they trying to they trying to put him in a hole where he can't do nothing. What happened to Kevin in real life? I don't know. I would look, 313 of you in here. Did they ever talk about Kevin? I don't think I even heard anything about his kid. I think this was something that was written in. Right, he don't die. He gets his job back. So when I see Bryant, I keep picturing him in that tube, in the tub. Yo, me too. When he did a scene, it was a scene in this when he was talking to Henrietta. I thought about him being in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I really did, yo. But I still like Brian's character in this, though. I see Javier smoking Henry. Yo, I could see that too. I said that they might use them too to take them out. But look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If they take out Henrietta, they're gonna have to deal with her father, man. And that's not gonna be good. I think because remember, he's a cop. So if they take out Henrietta and that's his only daughter, he's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be pissed and he's gonna come after them. They gonna have that guy on them. So that's how I feel about that, though. Let me see what else. Did we cover everything, y'all? Exactly, Inga. We have to keep remembering this is loosely based off of the facts, and only 5% of it is true. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? The actor that plays Brian is typecast. He always got a role that we hate him. You think Billy Mickey will come back since the boy that live across the street said he getting out of the... I don't know, because you can't trust him. He had the... Okay, let me ask you this, Big Kev. If he came back, would you trust him with anything? I wouldn't trust him with nothing. Sure, I wouldn't be surprised if Detective Brian go and bother him. But I don't think B. Mickey's coming back. I think that's pretty much done with B. Mickey, y'all. All right, I'm closing out this poll now, y'all. And 56% said no. So y'all really don't think she did it? Y'all don't think she called CPS? I think she did. I think she did because she knew she could get him out. She knew she orchestrated this whole plan. I believe she did. That's my thoughts. You think Henrietta did it and Brian? Do you think we're going to find out in the next episode who was behind all of that? Yeah, so 56% said that no, that they don't think Markeisha called CPS on Terry and LaWanda. And 43% said yes. We don't know that. She might be. Wow. Nah, I don't think they in cahoots, Brian and Markeisha. I do believe she did it for her own. She did it for her own game, because she trying to reel Terry back in because she need that money. She still, even though she living in that house, I for some reason, and I don't know if this house is in y'all saying the house is in Terry's name, but it just seemed weird to me that she's in there like that, and she feels that secure in there like that, when you picking out chandeliers and stuff like that. You think Jen called CPS on Terry and LaWanda? They didn't come by the house, so I don't know. But they was there last season. She was there, and they talked about stuff like that, I think. But I don't think it was them. I really think it was Markeisha, and I think she knew that she could get him out with this politic guy. I think she did. I think she orchestrated that. Just like Meech said, he thinks she did it, and when he said it, and that was the second time somebody said it. First, LaWanda said it, then he said it. So yeah, I do think that she has something to do with that. Yeah, see, thank you. She knew she could get him out of it. That's why she knew she had that whole thing planned. I believe that was a whole blackmail plan that she had with Boom, in case if stuff went sideways with them. But she could have saved him, but she didn't, because she didn't want to be with him no more. She could control Terry a little more. How Terry got 2 cribs in a business. This is what I'm saying. No, he got a driver's license. Meech don't got no driver's license. I don't know. That's the part I didn't understand. That's why I think that house is in her name. Because I would have took the why wouldn't you take the apartment and move there and take and move in the house with your family? I don't like the way he's to me. He shows me that he's very selfish, because you could have had if you did this and got this house for this you and her to live in, you could have got a little small, spot for your baby mother and your kids, and the mother smoked like a chimney, and that she smoked, so it looked like she smokes and drinks Pepsi when she got a deep voice. You know how people be. Anywho. Terry needs to get his head in the game and out of Marquisha's stank coochie. She wants Terry to herself, so she created a situation where she could look like a hero. Exactly. Would she look like she could be down for him? I thought that once it happened. LaWanda should have gotten a place first. Yes, exactly. Hey, Stephen Harris. All right, y'all. So, look, I just wanted to do my little recap. Don't forget, we will be back with the ladies with the round table. We're going to be talking about some foreshadowing moments and other stuff that they got lined up. So come back Monday to check us out at 9. It's gonna be EJ, myself, Tamika's Den, and also we might get a quick furnace report from Inga. Okay, y'all. Hey, Momo. All right, so that is all I gotta say tonight, y'all. I will be putting up my what's next with this episode, what's next to come, in the trailer breakdown. So please be sure to keep your notifications on. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you're here for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. Hit all, subscribe for all, and come on back through and holler at your girl and listen to my channel and watch my channel, okay? Thank you for coming out, y'all. God bless y'all, and have a good night, y'all.